Ms. Yarnell, push harder.
It hurts. The baby's coming soon.
The baby is born. Congratulations. It's a boy and a girl.
Honey, I'll throw them out right now.
Okay.
Welcome home, Mr. Stanley.
Did you find that woman from last year?
Not yet? What? Mr. Stanley, I just got the news. She gave birth to a boy and a girl. The kids were found in the wilderness. They are in hospital now. It seems like their mom abandoned them.
What? How dare she? We're going to the hospital.
Dad, where's my baby?
Yvette, it's a stillborn baby. I have sent the baby to the crematorium.
No. I don't believe it. I need to find my baby.
It's already turned to ashes. What's the point? Besides, it was some random man's child. It's better off this way. You're only 20. You have a long life ahead. I booked you a flight overseas. Just pretend this never happened.
My baby.
Make sure to get her on the plane.
Yes.
Yvette, you just got back. You're lucky to meet a good match. You must go on a date with Mr. Zahn.
Yvette, listen to me. Your dad's doing this for your good?
Julian and I are getting married, and you're forcing me to go on a date? How is that for my good?
Julian is playing with you, and you took it seriously? You got drunk and ended up pregnant. I sent you abroad to avoid the scandal. I paid a lot of money for that. The Zahn family promised us a generous dowry. If you mess this up, I'll beat you up.
So, you're Yvette.
Yeah.
I paid your family a lot. How could you be late for our date?
Sorry. I already have a boyfriend. I came today to tell you. That's it.
Hey, where's my fake marriage partner?
Mr. Stanley, she just canceled.
Why didn't you tell me?
Don't give me your attitude. If you were ugly and poor, I wouldn't even look at you.
Well, I don't like you either. That's it. Goodbye.
You're an aging single woman. If you leave now, you'll never find a good man like me.
Let go. My man is way better than you. He's the man I'll spend my life with. Sir, do me a favor. I'll repay you generously.
You?
Any problem? My man is taller, better looking, and far more self-aware than you.
Shameless woman. I'll go confront your family.
Thank you for helping me out. Here's your reward. Bye.
Since you think I'm good, why not marry me? Let's go get our marriage certificate.
I have a boyfriend. You should find someone else. Julian, where are you? I need to see you now.
Julian is her boyfriend?
Mr. Stanley, why is your nephew's girlfriend is here? Did she approach you on purpose?
Investigate her?
Yes.
Daddy, did you find Mommy for us? Yeah, Daddy, you promised to find Mommy.
Be patient, okay? I will definitely find her for you. Let's go home, okay? Let's go.
Why isn't Julian answering messages or phone call? Dad was fooled by them and pushed me to get married. I must marry Julian and have the wedding a week later. Why didn't Julian close the door?
Julian, my sister called you many times. There may be urgent. Why don't you answer?
I don't have time for her now.
Then just break up with her. Let's be together.
I can't break up with Yvette now. She's earning a lot and holds plenty of shares. Until I get her assets, I can't break up with her.
Is it true that your wedding is a week later? What about me?
Hey, relax. I'm putting on a show by marrying her. Once I get her assets, take down my Uncle Zachary, and become the CEO of Stanley Group, I'll marry you immediately.
Promise me you won't fall for her.
She gave birth to a man's child. How could I love her?
Don't lie to me.
I won't.
Julian, you unfaithful scumbag. You're hitting on my sister and want to use me to defeat your uncle. I won't let you have your way.
Mr. Stanley, I found what you wanted. She's Yvette Yarnell and was abroad for 6 years. Now she's dating Julian. Her stepmom wants her half-sister, Yulia, to marry Julian. So Yvette was forced to go on a blind date today and met you.
I see.
There's one more thing. Julian has an affair with Yulia. Yvette doesn't know. Should I tell her?
No. She has a horrible taste in men. She's not worth our help.
Yes.
Don't shove me. I'm really here to see Mr. Stanley.
You don't have an appointment. Get out.
Hey, you. Why did Zachary set such strict rules for meeting him?
Silas, Daddy will be angry if we sneak into his company. Daddy is too busy to find Mommy, so we'll help him. Then he won't be mad. Other kids' moms are pretty and can protect them. I want a mommy like that too. Look, this is the mommy I drew.
Watch it, Brett. Are you blind?
Don't bully my sister.
Bastards.
What are you doing? Bullying kids in public. Get lost. I called the police.
You wait.
Kids, are you hurt?
We're fine. Miss, you look just like our mommy.
You've got the wrong person.
Miss, we don't have a mommy. Could you be our mommy? We're good kids. Yes, our daddy is the CEO of Stanley Group. If you become our mommy, you'll live a life of luxury.
The CEO of Stanley Group? Are you Zachary's kids?
So Mommy knows Daddy.
What a pleasant surprise.
That's great. Let's go find Daddy.
Why are you here again? No appointment, no entry upstairs.
I'm here to drop them off.
Mr. Silus, Ms. Nancy, welcome.
She's our mommy. We're going to see Daddy.
What? You're the CEO's wife? I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. I'll get the elevator right away.
Let's go.
Last quarter's sales declined sharply. Can anyone explain this to me? Cat got your tongues?
Daddy!
What are you doing here? I'll come for you later.
Daddy, we found Mommy!
You're the guy from the blind date.
Mr. Stanley went on a blind date. His date is even here.
That can't be his date. The kids called her Mommy. She must be his wife's.
You may leave.
His wife is really young.
Stop talking. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in a meeting.
Ms. Yarnell, what brings you here?
Mr. Stanley, I want to accept your proposal. Let's get married.
Ms. Yarnell, don't you know? I'm your boyfriend's uncle.
I do, but Julian is too immature. I prefer someone mature like you.
As you can see, I have 2 kids. What?
It doesn't matter. They're adorable. Plus, they really like me, right?
Daddy, we want her to be Mommy! Daddy, she chased away a bad guy earlier. She'll be a great mommy. We want her.
What trick are you playing now?
Mr. Stanley, I'm serious. I'm here today to ask you, do you dare to come to my wedding a week later?
What do you mean?
From the moment I saw you, I was captivated. Do you dare to crash my wedding?
Do you know what you're doing?
If you dare to come, I'll go back home with you and be their mom. You should think it over. I'll take my leave. Julian, Julia, I'll show you the cost of betraying me.
Daddy, Mommy teased you! Go after her, Daddy.
Stop talking nonsense, Cog.
She even kissed you. You should make the move, too.
Enough talk.
Daddy, we want her to be Mommy. Just say yes.
I'll think about it.
You idiot, you messed up the blind date. How dare you come back?
Yvette, Mr. Zorn came and yelled at us. Your dad is furious.
Without the blind date, no one will yell at you.
Nonsense, we're doing this for you. Who would want you now?
My wedding with Julian is in a week. Make sure you attend.
Stop there. Shame on you. How dare you decide on a wedding against us? You're disrespecting me. Alas.
Honey, what's done is done. Don't be mad.
Yvette, I asked our parents to arrange the blind date for you. How could you let us down?
You know I have a boyfriend. Why would you still do this?
It's for your own good. Julian is way out of your league. What if he dumps you one day?
That's none of your business. I'm not like someone clinging to another girl's boyfriend as a mistress. Am I right?
Yvette, stop being so stubborn. I get gifts from suitors every day. Have you ever seen this knit of treasure?
I gave it to Julian as a gift. I can't believe he gave it to her.
Marriage isn't a joke. Be careful. Don't end up getting divorced.
You. Hello, Julian? What is up?
Yvette, I miss you. Let's meet up?
All right. I'll change and come down. Looks like Julian still loves me. Make sure you attend our wedding.
Yvette, don't be smug. Julian is just playing with you. He'll make a fool out of you.
Yvette, I was busy and missed your call. Are you mad at me?
You're working hard for our future. How could I be mad?
I know you're the best. Yvette, I can't wait to marry you. Let's get the marriage certificate now.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I'm a bit tight on funds. I have some liquidity issues. Once we're married, I can use your shares for cash flow. Once my company gets better, I'll give you a grand wedding.
Julian, when I funded your startup, you said you'd only earn, not lose. Why are you asking for my shares?
I didn't want to worry you earlier about my business. Don't worry. As long as you give me the shares, I'll bounce back right away.
Julian, I want to give them to you. But look, our wedding date is already set. Let's wait until the wedding is over. Then I'll transfer the shares to you.
Okay, sure. I can't wait to marry you.
I can't wait to expose your lies, leaving you disgraced and penniless.
Oh, Mrs. Stanley is here for an inspection.
Mrs. Stanley, please wait a moment. Mr. Stanley is still in a meeting.
Okay, thank you. Mommy, I miss you so much. Honey, I miss you too.
You're the one who saved my grandkids. They want you to be their mom. They've been talking about it all day.
Sorry for the trouble.
No trouble at all. I really like you. I've never seen the kids like any woman. You want my son to crash your wedding? Don't worry. He'll definitely be there.
I don't think he wants to do that. I came today to give it one last try.
Mommy, don't worry. Silas and I will convince Daddy.
Thank you, sweetheart. I have to go now. I'll leave Mr. Stanley to you. Bye.
What brings you here?
Daddy, Mommy just came and asked if you'd crash her wedding.
She's serious about it.
Daddy, you must go, or she'll be taken by someone else.
Zachary, you wanted to find a mom for the kids. She's a good girl. The kids like her. She's the one you're looking for. Marrying her is just perfect for you.
Mom, I have my own plans. Don't worry about this.
If you don't crash her wedding, I will.
Mom, stop it.
Humph. Do as you see fit.
Hello. Come to my office.
Why hasn't Zachary contacted me? It's my wedding day. He'd better come. Why isn't he answering? So he refused my proposal.
Now let's welcome the bride.
Looks like I'm on my own today.
Welcome to the wedding of Julian Stanley and Yvette Yarnell. Now, let's welcome them to the stage. Now, please take your vows.
Yvette, I love you. Will you marry me?
I won't.
What did you just say? Why?
Because my sister Julia wants to marry you.
Is she crazy?
Yvette, stop talking nonsense.
You've been sleeping with her. How could I marry you?
Oh my gosh, it's really Julia and Julian. How could they do that? How shameless.
Julian is cheating on Yvette. He's a disgrace to his family.
Don't believe it? That photo must be edited. That's not me at all.
Yes, I just treat Julia like a sister. How could I be with her?
You even took care of her, right into your arms.
Yvette, how can you slander her?
This is your wedding. What the hell do you want?
I just want everyone to see their true colors, even if I were to marry. I would never marry a pathetic man who flirt with my sister.
Yvette, why did you defame me? No one wants you except me. Don't be ungrateful.
You flirt with my sister and use my money, and you call me ungrateful?
Enough. Do you think I want to marry you? You're an indecent woman who brought disaster to your child. You're a jinx. Who would want to marry you?
There are many men out there. It'd be madness to marry you.
But no one would marry a woman like you. Let's ask the men here. Hey, security guy over there. Would you marry her?
No way. I wouldn't marry her, even if she paid me.
I would.
Zachary, what brings you here?
It's the CEO of Stanley Group. He took over the group 2 years ago and made it to be among the top 50 in the world. Now he's worth billions.
Sorry, I was busy preparing your dowry and couldn't contact you.
It's fine.
Mom, Dad brought us to be your flower children.
Zachary, flirting with my girl before me? Shameless.
You're cheating on Yvette. Who is shameless?
She slept with a man 6 years ago, and had a child. If you marry her, you'll be a laughingstock.
I don't mind. Silas?
My dad said the wedding will last 3 days. If you wish them happy, you can eat for free in Nervacity.
How generous. The dowry must be a fortune.
Daddy offers Mommy 2 copper mines, 2 department stores, and an entire shopping center. They're all under Mommy's name.
That's a lot of dowry.
Yvette.
Here, Daddy.
Will you marry me?
I do.
Hey, Daddy and Mommy are married!
Yvette, you're marrying another man. Don't you feel ashamed?
Isn't this exactly what you wanted? Stop pretending to be righteous.
You?
This won't change your tarnished reputation.
Nonsense. Wait, guards, take them away.
Yvette, I won't let you off.
Get out!
Let go. I can leave on my own.
I'm the bride's dad. Let go.
All right, the wedding continues.
Zachary, thank you for coming today. But
You're not going to back out, are you?
I wanted to tell you the truth. You heard it just now. I've had a child. My baby left right after birth. If that bothers you, let's...
I don't mind. We don't get the marriage certificate, but we've exchanged vows. I don't want to divorce so soon.
Then let's get the certificate.
Let's go.
Yay, Daddy and Mommy are married.
I'll go to the office for a meeting. Take them home.
Okay.
Sweethearts, listen to Mommy, okay?
Okay.
Don't worry. Go ahead. Come on, kids. Hold my hand and let's go home.
Yvette.
How dare you show up here? Get out of my way.
Yvette, I know you didn't mean it at the wedding. I promise you, I'll stop seeing Julia from now on. I'm done with her.
I bet you're still after my shares. Don't forget, I'm Zachary's wife now. I'm your aunt.
Don't bother, Mommy. Go away.
Fine, fine. Yvette, so you're determined to betray me? Just you wait. You'll regret your decision.
Don't worry. I'll remember your greedy face, and I'll never regret it.
Yvette, you bitch! You seduced Julian again.
What do you want from me? He's the kind of guy nobody would want. Only you treat him like treasure.
You! Ha! We know your plan. You want to play both sides, seducing Julian and Zachary. I won't let you get your way.
Julian is nothing compared to Zachary. If you're looking for Julian, just go. Stop being an eyesore here.
What's there to be proud of? Zachary is over 10 years older than you with 2 burdens. You're a stepmom, and think you scored a bargain?
To put it nicely, you're a stepmom. Not so nicely, you're just a nanny.
Stop insulting my mommy!
Ah, you nasty brat, are you a dog?
Silus. Silus.
Mommy, Silus is bleeding so much.
Mom, he bit me first. I was just defending myself.
Let's go now. If he passes away, it's not our fault.
It's okay. We'll take him to the hospital.
Yvette, how is Silus?
He's still in surgery. I'm sorry that I made him get hurt.
Daddy, Silus was bleeding. I'm scared.
Nancy, don't worry, he'll be okay. It's not your fault. I checked the surveillance footage and sent people to catch them.
The patient needs a blood transfusion. Is anyone here blood type B?
I am.
Direct relatives can't donate blood? Miss, come for a blood test.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
Mr. Stanley, we've caught them.
Mr. Stanley, we're so sorry. Please forgive us.
What's the result? Is the blood type incompatible?
As I said, direct relatives won't work. You're his parents. You should know better.
What?
She's the child's biological mom. Does anyone here have blood type B?
She is. Julia, you hurt my son. Donate your blood.
No, I won't. Mom. Mom.
Julia! Julia! Save me.
You're my kid's mother.
That's what the doctor said.
Finally, Mommy's back.
Nancy, She's not your mom. No mother would abandon her children and enjoy her life abroad for 6 years.
I didn't abandon them. At the time, I thought, my child was stillborn. I didn't even know I had twins until just now.
Stop making excuses. Crashing the wedding was part of your plan, right? You approached them because they're my kids. You're trying to extort money from me.
I didn't.
Mr. Stanley, please spare my daughter. She's unconscious. She can't donate more blood. Yvette, you know Julia is anemic. If this continues, she'll never return. I'm begging you on her behalf. Please spare her.
Your son's condition has stabilized. He left the ICU and is in a regular ward.
Take your daughter and leave.
We need to reconsider our marriage. Let's go. We need to check on Silus.
Mommy, come on!
Dad.
You ingrate. Julia has always been anemic, and you made her donate blood. Are you trying to destroy your sister?
She hurt Silus and deserves that.
Shut up. You're just their stepmom, and you're treating them like your own? They're not even your kids.
You're wrong. They are my kids. You lied to me back then and abandoned them. Why are you so cruel?
What? The kids are still alive. They're your kids with Zachary? How is that possible?
I trusted you because you're my dad. Why did you lie to me? With a stepmom comes a stepdad.
What are you talking about? I did it for your own good. We didn't know who the father was. Were you really going to raise them?
I'm their mom. It's my duty to raise them. You did it for our family's reputation. Stop pretending it was for my sake.
Stop. Yvette is my wife. Don't touch her. Yvette, I'm truly sorry. I didn't listen to you and misunderstood.
It's not your fault. I got fooled for 6 years.
Not only did you lie to Yvette, but you abandoned our kids. Out of respect for you as her dad, I'll let you off. Get out of here.
I don't argue with you young folks.
Let's go.
Silas, Mommy and Daddy are here. Mommy, it's really Mommy. That's wonderful.
I'll love you even more.
Daddy, Mommy, I want to go to the amusement park.
No, you haven't recovered yet. When you're better, I'll take you there.
I've recovered.
You're fine just now. We'll go to your aunt's engagement party. Let's go to the amusement park next time.
She's getting engaged to Julian. Inviting you must be a trap.
The Yarnell family is still my family. They won't dare to hurt me.
Mommy, I'll go with you. Me too.
I'll count on you to protect me.
Make sure you protect your mom. Call me if you need help.
Don't worry. Let's go.
Why did you call Yvette for the family party? So annoying.
Mom, we're family. Since I'm engaged to Julian, of course, I had to invite Yvette.
Julia repays evil with good. She's truly my good daughter. Do I need to invite you to sit?
Zachary struck a good deal. Not only did he get married, but he also found a nanny for the kids. Truly a win-win.
Julian, Daddy said you ruined the business again. Why did that happen? Not interested in making money?
You're a kid. Don't interrupt.
That's nonsense. People with nonsense call it interrupting. I think Silus has a point. You're too stupid to do business.
Zachary is good at business, so everyone says he's domineering. No one truly respects him. He'll fall from the top one day.
That's still better than loser deserves no respect. Silus, Nancy, don't be a loser like Julian.
Got it, Mommy.
Good kids.
What are you talking about? This time I've got a big deal going. Mr. Yarnell, I gathered all the wealthy merchants to form a large charitable foundation. We even attracted foreign investors. Once stabilized, it'll bring a fortune.
You founded that foundation all people discussed. I've been trying to invest. Turns out it's our family business.
Dad, if you want to invest, just tell Julian, right?
Of course. I'll arrange some shares for you.
Yvette, did you see it? You must marry someone like I did. Don't be a housewife looking after kids.
That's his foundation, not yours. Couples share reputation, not assets.
We're already engaged? Julian's money is my money, idiot.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Julian is the kind of man who can't keep wealth. He'll squander all his money.
You.
Did all your education go to waste? Why are you so rude?
Dear, it's a good day. Don't be mad.
I'm tired of your words. They're always the same. Kids, have some food?
Instead of worrying about me, you should worry about your future. Zachary is older than you. If he passes away, you'll be a widow.
Wicked woman, don't curse my daddy.
Yvette, your kids have no manners.
I think they're quite well-mannered, right, Silus?
Wait until you become a widow. Your kids will squander everything, and you'll end up homeless.
There's food stuck in your teeth.
You.
Mr. Yarnell, I arranged everything. I'll let you...
Julian, no rush. Let's eat first.
Yes, with such a capable son-in-law, we're thrilled. Come on.
Thank you. Where is Julia?
You brat, there's no food in my teeth. How dare you lie to me? I'll teach you a lesson.
Want to hit a child? So petty.
If you don't teach them, I will, so they won't offend others and get hit.
No, not everyone is as malicious as you. I wonder how. You even got into a charity foundation.
Yvette, stop the nonsense. Julia is so kind-hearted. She only lost her temper because you pushed her too far.
Yvette, you've turned the dinner into chaos. Are you jealous of Julia's life?
Me? Jealous? Where did you get that idea?
I'm the vice president of the foundation. Julian entrusts important matters to me. And you? You're just a housewife.
Is an empty title enough to coax you? I didn't know you're so shallow.
Yvette, I bet you're just jealous of Julia.
Daddy gave Mommy a generous dowry. Why would she be jealous of Aunt? Aunt should be jealous of Mommy. Exactly. Daddy said you can tell. If someone loves you by what they give you, and your fiancé doesn't love you so much.
Yvette, you brought them to cause trouble?
Aren't they speaking the truth? All of this is just sugar-coated lies from Julian. When he courted me, he was more generous than this.
Yvette, you said we were over. Don't act like we're still related. I love Julia now.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm just stating the facts. You're doing this to please her. Once you've drained her of value, you'll leave her too.
Don't project your misfortune onto me. Julian left you because you're boring. He'd never treat me that way.
Oh, really? He's not getting anything from me and won't let go of our family's resources. Who do you think he'll choose?
Julia, don't listen to her. I love you.
Julia, she's bitter you took Julian, and she only got an older man.
Yvette, how could you say that to Julia?
She showed me Julian's true colors. I'm grateful to her, not jealous of her.
Yvette, Zachary doesn't love you. Seeing how happy we are makes you jealous, but you must get used to it. We're only going to get happier.
I hope you won't end up like me. Once a cheater, always a cheater. He'll betray you eventually.
Even if you met Julian first, we developed feelings over time. If you hadn't been domineering, he would have left you long ago.
Mommy, don't persuade Aunt. Some people choose to play dumb.
Okay, I won't waste my kindness.
You two brats, get out of here. Stop talking.
We don't want to eat with you anyway. Silas, let's go play.
Play in the living room. Don't run off. Look after Nancy.
Now that the kids are gone, apologize to Julia, then we'll put this behind us.
Your dad is right. You're married into the same family. There's no need to be hostile.
Yeah, you might need my help someday. Zachary didn't even come with you. What else can he do for you?
I'm the CEO's wife. Why would I need your help? Zachary and I are very happy. It's none of your concern.
It's all your fault it got to this point. Apologize now. Don't threaten us.
If they hadn't conspired against me, I wouldn't have caused a scene.
We can't let them bully Mommy. Yeah. Daddy, come get us at Mommy's house. They're bullying her.
Yvette, if you must blame someone, blame yourself. If you hadn't been sent abroad, you wouldn't have met Julian. You broke our fate and still act like the victim.
You're twisting the truth again. You've always been competing with me. First it was toys. Now it's men. How come you're so shameless?
What did you say? You're her elder sister. How could you be so petty?
It's all because you spoiled Julia and her mom. According to Julia's logic, you're the one to blame for everything.
Yvette, how did this end up being our fault? I've treated you as my own. Why are you still not satisfied?
Enough. Ever since you came back, there hasn't been a day of peace. Get out. I don't want to see you.
Dear, calm down and take care.
Yvette, why did you blame Dad? You almost had stillborn babies, so Dad thought it was a curse. You nearly cursed the kids to death.
Julia invited you of kindness. If you don't appreciate it, fine. But how could you hit her?
I must hit her. She deserved it.
Yvette, you've been humiliating me since you got back. I won't let you off.
How dare you hit my wife?
Daddy, they're bullying Mommy. You have to stand up for her.
Don't worry, kids. I'll help her out. Go on. Go play.
Dare you? You married Yvette. So you're now my junior. Do you expect me to apologize?
Dear, he doesn't respect you at all. He didn't even bring a gift.
You've been mocking my wife nonstop. You should apologize. And you expect a gift from me? Dream on. Yvette, how do we punish them? It depends on you.
Julia, weren't you acting all tough? Why are you silent now?
You're bullying me with your power.
You just called me a housewife without my husband's support, and now I'm bullying you.
Yvette, speak your mind. Whoever upset you, I'll deal with them.
Uncle, you don't know the full story. Don't just listen to her.
Oh, you still know I'm your uncle? Do you forget she's your aunt? It's time to cut off your credit card so you'll learn to respect others?
Julian, don't be afraid of him. He's just relying on dirty tricks to steal your position as CEO. Now he's trying to suppress you. How shameless.
Well, let me show you how I run the Stanley Group. Hello, cut off Julian's credit card. He's old enough to learn independence.
Zachary, are you doing this to me for her?
Yvette, stop feeding him nonsense. After all, you're Julia's elder sister.
I respect you because you're Yvette's father. But if you try to bully her, don't blame me for being rude.
You?
Even if you're the CEO, you're still my son-in-law. How dare you talk to us like this?
You're the one least qualified to talk. You're just a mistress. Who are you to lecture me?
Who are you calling a mistress?
You, of course. Your daughter is also a mistress. Runs in the family, doesn't it?
Yvette, don't get cocky. Don't think you can control us with Zachary's power. Keep dreaming.
Do you still see me as your dad? Take your husband and kids and get out.
I haven't settled the score yet. Why should I leave? Julia, how are you going to show off with Julian's credit card frozen?
Who cares about that card? If we manage the foundation well, we'll never run out of money. Right, Julian?
Enough talking.
Julia, you don't know how hard it is to make money. You spend a fortune on clothes. The foundation can't support you.
That's none of your business.
If you think highly of the foundation, I'm taking it over.
What do you mean?
Honey, Julian established the largest foundation and made Julia the vice president.
Vice president? That's nothing. I'll buy the foundation and make you the president.
Zachary, are you really doing this to me?
Do I sound like I'm joking? You should have seen this coming when you were bullying your aunt.
That's right. Both of you are fired.
Dear, look at them. They're clearly targeting Julia.
You ungrateful girl. I'll disown you. All of you. Get out of here.
I should be saying that to you. From now on, we are strangers. Honey, I feel sick here. Let's go.
Let's go home. Kids, we're going home. Let's go.
Since you married that mistress, you've never treated me well. Why are you pretending now?
What's wrong feeling upset about cutting ties with Chad?
I've never felt loved my entire life. Now that I've voiced my true feelings, I just feel a bit hollow.
Mom, who says no one loves you? The three of us love you.
Yeah, I was wrong. You're right, Silus. Having you is enough for me.
I'll love you more than anyone.
Not in front of the kids.
Daddy, Mommy's shy. Go pamper her.
You know it all, don't you?
Clear everything here. Empty Julian's office.
Yes, Mrs. Stanley.
Yvette, what are you doing in my company?
I funded this company when it started. I just let you manage it. You are not the boss here. Now I want it back. What can you do about it?
You and Zachary are pushing me.
Oh, this is just the beginning. Why are you making a fuss? I'll take back everything you owe me.
You bitch.
If you have dignity, just get out. Don't force me to kick you out.
Let go. I'll leave on my own. Yvette, one day I'll take everything back. Just, you wait.
I'll be waiting.
Julian, did Yvette say she'd ruin our family and make us apologize to her?
Yeah, I told her to speak nicely, and she even tried to—
Ever since she married Zachary, she's become stingier and now resorts to violence. She's not respecting us at all.
She's so ungrateful. She's a disgrace to our family.
They cut off my card and took my foundation and company. I can't even stand up for your family. It's my fault?
Dad, Julian is your son-in-law. Can you bear to see him like this?
Julian, you'll work at Yarnell Group tomorrow. Once I put Zachary away, I'll teach Yvette a proper lesson.
Thanks, Chad. I won't let you down. I'll get both Yarnell and Stanley groups. Yvette, I'll make you pay.
You've been reading car magazines. Want a new car? I'll have my secretary get you a few.
No, I was just thinking about activities for the kids. How about a junior car show? Put the kids on the runway.
I've been wanting to have them participate in the annual gala. They'll definitely love it.
I'll take the kids to pick a car. You'll have to work alone.
As long as you're happy, it's okay.
I didn't see anything. Me neither.
You're going to be late for work.
I'm leaving.
Goodbye, Dad.
Bye.
Let's go to pick a car. Hold my hands. Let's go.
Stay sharp, everyone.
Yes, boss.
Hello, we'd like to see some cars.
Sure, please follow me.
She came to your dealership? She is tricky. You must be careful.
Don't worry. I can't stand greedy women. Julian, I'll avenge you today.
Mommy, this car is so cool.
You have great taste. This is the latest one this year, limited to 100 worldwide. This is the last one.
Can I buy it by a VIP account?
Sure, VIPs get special discounts.
Wait. We are not selling this car?
Has it already been reserved?
No, it hasn't. I just don't want to sell it to you.
Is this how you do business?
I'd rather put it in depot than sell it to you, who cheated on others.
Did Julian tell you to do this?
Anyone with a conscience will look down on you.
Don't insult Mommy!
You run such a big dealership, but you can't tell right from wrong. Even if you offered this car to me, I wouldn't want it anymore. Let's go.
Wait a second. You're not leaving. You've been circling this car? Who knows if you made it dirty?
We didn't even touch it. If you find my fingerprints on it, I'll take full responsibility.
Hey, the car's dirty. You immoral woman. You're lying in front of your kids. That's just shameless.
I think you're the one lying. I didn't touch this car at all.
Daddy, come save us. They're trying to frame us.
Are you suggesting I'm framing you? Why would I do that?
You and Julian are two of a kind. Doing dirty deeds is normal for you.
How dare you? Is anyone here can prove your words? Hey you, if you lie, pay for this car in full.
I saw this lady touch the car.
You're lying! Mommy didn't touch the car!
It's either her or her child. It has nothing to do with me.
See? My staff says you dirtied it. Are you still going to deny it?
Using an expensive car to threaten your staff? You're forcing a confession.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, you'll pay for dirtying the car.
Bad guy. You can't decide everything, Mommy. Let's check the surveillance.
That's right, let's check the footage. I'm sure there must be a clear recording.
Sorry, we don't have surveillance. You can't see anything.
A dealership without surveillance. Do you believe even that?
Who would have thought we'd met a rude customer like you?
Fine. If you're certain, I'll call the police.
Don't call the police. We'll have to give statements at the police station. How will I keep my business running?
You're afraid now?
You're not leaving until you admit it. I'll call someone over to judge this. Let them see who's in the wrong.
What do you want? Just tell me how to resolve this.
Buy the car in full without using a VIP account.
Bill, please.
Don't overestimate yourself. This car is worth $30 million. Do you have $3 in your card?
It's a limited edition black card. It has no spending limit. This lady can pay for the car in full. This lady can pay for the car in full.
Shut your mouth. Who do you think you are?
Why did you hit him?
It's none of your business.
Fine. Handle the payment yourself.
Payment? Even if you've paid for this car, how will you make up for my time?
You suggested this solution. Now you're denying it? What the hell are you up to? Explain to me clearly.
Get down on your knees. Apologize loudly for 3 times. Then I'll let it go.
Dream on.
Are you embarrassed? You're indecent. You have no dignity.
Watch your mouth.
How dare you hit me?
You deserve it. I'm not buying this car, nor will I apologize. You deserve it. Let's go.
None of you are leaving. You're not leaving unless you kneel and apologize.
What do you want?
You're choosing the hard way.
How dare you hurt my wife or...
Who the hell are you?
Are you okay?
Daddy, you're finally here. He kept bullying Mommy. You have to punish him.
Don't worry, Silus. I won't let him get away with it.
Oh, so you're Yvette's lover. Those 2 brats are yours too. Yvette, you betrayed Julian for this trash. You're an idiot.
Didn't Julian tell you who I married?
I don't care. The Stanley Group is supporting me anyway. Mess with me, and you'll be doomed.
Daddy, why are you supporting him?
Sweetheart, I'd never support him.
You dared impersonate Mr. Stanley? You audacious fool. Kneel down and apologize, and I might spare your life.
We'll see who will apologize. Hey, we're buying out the West Side dealership now.
You're putting on quite a show. If you're Mr. Stanley, then I'm your father. Hello, what's up? Mr. Stanley wants to buy my dealership. Hey, explain it.
Bad guy, you got what you deserved.
Ah, you're Mr. Stanley? I didn't recognize you. I was blind and foolish. Please, spare me.
You just told us to apologize. Why are your legs shaking?
Mr. Stanley, I misspoke earlier. Please don't shut down my business. My entire family depends on it. Please forgive me. Please.
You shouldn't apologize to me. Apologize to my wife.
Mrs. Stanley, I was rude earlier. Please forgive me. Please, please.
Stay away from my mommy.
Zachary, forget it. Don't make a scene before the kids.
For my wife's sake, I'll let you off this time. Get lost, Mel.
Thank you, Mr. Stanley. Thank you, Mrs. Stanley.
Hold on. Hey, come here.
Mrs. Stanley, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just an employee. I wouldn't dare defy my boss.
I know you had no choice. You're in charge of this store now. Don't bully people like he does.
Thank you, Mrs. Stanley. I'll remember your words.
It's over. Everything's gone.
You were using power to bully others. You're inviting trouble for yourself. Let's go.
Aren't we checking cars?
I'm not the mood for that. Let's go.
Send the car to my house.
Yes, Mr. Stanley.
Yvette seems to want to provoke me.
What happened now? What's she up to again?
My friend was standing up for me, and she humiliated him. I've had enough.
She's going after your friend now?
Since that's how it is, don't blame me for what happens. I'll take the Stanley Group's investors.
Julian, you worked for 3 months and made a profit of $50 million. My dad will fully support you. I'm sure you'll succeed.
Babe, with you and your family's support, I'll make Zachary bow down to me. Great. Mr. Sabi, you really can hold a drink. It's my first time. Having a great time drinking here? Mr. Sabia, Zachary is known as a hypocrite. He may look like a businessman, but it's all just a facade. He doesn't treat clients well. I always discuss business over drinks. Drinks make me see through people. You are so rich. Why bother working with Zachary? You should work with Yarnell Group. But he's your uncle. You're taking my investment from him. Isn't there a trap or something? Mr. Sabi, you're overthinking it. You're an experienced businessman. I wouldn't dare mess with you. I just don't want to see you falling for Zachary's trap. What do you mean? The Stanley Group found several sponsors but will only choose one. How dare they treat me like Rebound? Pour the drinks.
Mr. Sabi, have a drink.
Well, Mr. Sabi, you can see how sincere I am. Mr. Sabi, look. Ha 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 ha. All right, I'll leave the project to Yarnell Group. A toast to you, Mr. Sabi. Let's get drunk tonight. Okay. Okay.
Mommy was right. You skipped lunch again, Daddy. Mommy will bring you meals every day and watch you eat.
Good kids. I'll sign these documents first.
Still working? Doesn't your stomach hurt?
I have no choice. One of our investors backed out, Siri. So I have to deal with it.
Is it difficult?
No. I'll just meet them for a meal.
Okay.
Hello? Zachary? Don't bother inviting Mr. Sabi. He won't see you. He'll invest in the Yarnell Group.
What are you up to now?
You've always looked down on me, but this time, I defeated you. Zachary, you've lost.
You're bringing about your own destruction.
As long as I win, I don't care. Yvette, I warned you. I will take everything back.
That's insane.
No worries. He will never win.
Zachary, let's go meet Mr. Sabi.
Daddy, I want to go too. Daddy, me too. I can help you.
All right, I'll take you with me.
Boss Zachary is here.
I see.
Stop right there. Our boss ordered that you're not allowed in.
This place belongs to me. How dare you stop me, Wei?
I'm the boss here. Everyone here works for me. Without my permission, you can't enter?
Do you own any shares? How dare you claim to be the boss?
You're just a greedy trader. Stop flattering yourself.
Bullshit.
Show some respect to your aunt.
Let's go help Daddy with the deal. Silas, where's Mr. Sabi? Let's check everywhere and find him.
Zachary, you're looking for trouble.
Boss, their kids are missing.
Silas, Nancy. Oh no, they must have gone inside.
Don't panic. They're smart. They won't get lost.
Zachary, you mocked me before relying on women, but you're no better. Using kids now? Go. Find those 2 brats. I'll teach them a lesson.
Nancy, we found him. Mr. Sabi, come with us.
Why are the kids here? Kiddo, how do you know my last name?
My daddy is Zachary Stanley. Mr. Sabi, you fell for Julian's trap. Come with us now.
What?
Search everywhere and catch the kids.
Silas, what if they catch us? Don't be scared. I'll protect you.
You can leave now. You're here on behalf of Zachary? You're quite brave.
Julian's promises are fake. He undermined us to win your support. Please give us another chance.
I've already promised Julian. If you don't go now, you'll get caught.
Boss, we found them!
Take them away. Yes. Mr. Sabi, I'm sorry that they disturbed you. Sorry about that. Let's continue drinking, shall we? Mr. Sabi, to avoid further delays, let's sign the contract now. Are those kids telling the truth? Are you hiding something from me? Of course not. Let's have another drink. Oh, what's the matter? My medicine? Hand it to me. This? You're easily swayed. Sign the contract or be doomed. I'll sign it. I'll sign.
Nancy, get the medicine.
Brats, you ruined my plan. You're in big trouble.
No, you are... How dare you hurt my kids,
Are you okay?
Mommy, we're fine. Let's get Mr. Sabi to the hospital.
Hey! Zachary, stop right there.
Mr. Sabi, you need to rest. Don't drink anymore.
Mr. Stanley, you raised great kids.
Thank you.
May I have a word with Mr. Stanley?
Come on.
What are you doing here?
To get Mr. Sabi to sign the contract?
How dare you? You almost got him killed.
What do you mean? I was just eager to sign the deal. Move aside. I need to see him.
He is still in surgery. You should leave.
I only added some drug to his drink. Is his body really that weak? Listen, if he survives this surgery, I'll make him my client. So, you drugged me. To threaten me. I won't sign the contract with you. Mr. Sabi, you're not in surgery? I'm feeling much better now. You stooped to harming me just to take down Mr. Stanley. You'll pay the price for this. I'll never work with you. You'll be despised in the industry. It's not like that, Mr. Sabi. Let me explain. I only made a mistake. Please give me another chance. No, I will work with Zachary. I'll never work with you. You should leave. No, you can't choose Zachary.
Guards, take him away.
Zachary, Yvette, I won't let you off.
Alas.
Julian, what's wrong?
Yvette teamed up with Zachary and those two brats to ruin my business.
Yvette is really despicable. I just searched Dad's study and found his will. He left some inheritance to Yvette.
When Chad was hospitalized, you and your mom were taking care of him. Yvette did nothing but get an inheritance?
Dad is determined to make us suffer. He forced me to hate Yvette.
Oh, Julia. Chad must be out of his mind. We can't sit by. Let's remind him to change his will.
He won't change it unless Yvette never returns. She's been against us for years. Dad hates her but still cares for her. Let's send both of them to hell.
Yay, we won again. This is great.
Silus is such a brave child. Where did he get that from?
They're a mix of our excellent genes. They inherited our gene.
Don't joke in front of the kids. Well, Julia called me. She said Dad isn't doing well and wants me to visit him in nursing home.
Let's go with your mom, okay?
No, I'll go alone.
Mommy, if they bully you, call us.
All right, we'll stay in touch. I'm leaving. Julia, is the address wrong? There's no nursing home here.
The address is correct. Only the dead can see it.
Yvette hasn't returned. She must be in danger. Gather some people and come with me.
Yes.
You're tough, just like that old fool.
What did you do to Dad?
just made you both suffer a little.
Dad was so good to you, you ingrate.
I was pushed to this. I gave the most, but he still left part of the inheritance to you.
Julia, stop wasting time. Just finish her now, then we'll change the will.
No rush. This place is remote. Even if we torture her slowly, no one will notice.
If you dare touch me, Zachary won't spare you.
I know that he's the next.
It's a drug to control people's minds from abroad. I'm looking forward to seeing you destroy Zachary.
Stop it. Are you okay?
Zachary, how did you find me?
I installed GPS on your phone. That's how I found you.
I don't know what they did to Dad. I need to go see him now.
It's too late. He's already gone forever.
Shut up. Our family has no place for you. You will pay for your sins. Take them to the police.
I'll haunt you forever. Let go.
Let go. Let go.
Why are you here alone? Where are they?
I sued them for hurting me. They'll be in prison forever. You won't see them again.
I'll give you all my inheritance. Please spare them.
You're truly a good father. Fine. I agree, but they'll live a broken life for good.
Mommy, why is Silus abroad?
He has shown a talent for business. Your dad wants him to study to further his abilities. Don't worry, he'll be back soon.
Okay.
Nancy, I'll take this call. Hello. Silus is already abroad. Don't worry. Nancy, let's go home. Nancy! Nancy, don't scare me. Nancy. Zachary, Nancy is missing.
Mrs. Stanley, here are the financial reports. The net income is $50 million.
For amounts this small, you can handle the review. No need to report to me.
Got it? Mr. Stanley, the bidding price of our land is nearly $500 million before development. The rich are increasing their bids.
I see.
Mrs. Stanley, Mr. Stanley, our company is thriving and our projects are profitable. Why do you both look so worried?
We can't find our missing daughter. What's the point of making money?
Nancy has been missing for days. Nancy, we've been searching for you. Where are you?
Mrs. Stanley, Mr. Stanley, the Sharp family adopted a girl. She might be your daughter.
Really, take us there now.
But there's an important meeting this afternoon.
Nothing is more important than Nancy.
Hey, you. If you don't finish cleaning, you won't get any food.
Miss, I haven't eaten in 3 days. So hungry.
You're just slacking off. Without us, you'd have died by now. Be grateful when we let you work for food. Stop staring at me. If you scare my son, I'll beat you. You must serve my son well, or I'll kick you out of here. Honey, I told you I could have a son. Why did you bring a beggar back? She's such an eyesore. Ah.
Honey, are you all right? Brat, what's going on?
Kiddo, how could you push me? Honey, I'm in so much pain.
You jinx, do you want to kill my son?
Sir, I didn't. She fell by herself.
Honey, it hurts a lot. Save our son.
Maid, lock this girl up. Don't let her out until I say so.
Let's go. Jinx, reflect on your errors. No food.
I lost my baby. I've been waiting for him for 5 years.
It's all that damn child's fault. I'll bring her to apologize to our son.
Mommy, Daddy, where are you? They won't let me leave the house. I miss you so much.
Come with me. Brat, apologize to my unborn son.
I didn't push her. She fell downstairs herself.
You ungrateful brat. We're so good to you, yet you made us lose my son.
No, I didn't. I'm so hungry.
How can you be so malicious? You can't have any food.
I want Mommy and Daddy.
Stop crying. You're an orphan. You're already lying now. Imagine what you'll do when you grow up. I must teach you a lesson.
I didn't push her. She fell off herself.
What did you say?
Still trying to shift the blame. Are you saying I put on a show? To lose my own son?
I didn't push.
I'm also responsible. It's all my fault. I failed to protect our son.
No, it's not your fault. Blame her. She's so wicked. I'll teach her a lesson.
Please, you, sir, don't hit me. It hurts.
Crying, huh? You jinx. Give me back my son. Humph. Get up. Stop pretending.
Honey, I don't want to see her.
Guard. Throw her out. Let her kneel outside until my wife recovers.
Mr. Sharp, it's pouring outside. She's so frail. She might not make it.
It'd be better if so. Throw her out now. I don't want her here.
Poor child, your parents would be heartbroken.
Sir, please let me use your phone. I want to hear my parents' voices.
Poor child.
We just got news. Mrs. Sharp returned from the hospital.
What, is Nancy sick?
Don't panic. Drive faster.
Hey, Mommy, please pick up, or I won't be able to see you.
Hello, who's this?
Daddy, Mommy, I miss you so much. I didn't hurt anyone, but Mr. Sharp made me kneel in the rain. My body hurts and I'm so cold.
Nancy, we're coming for you. Nancy.
Mr. Sharp didn't believe me. I'm so cold. My body hurts.
Hello?
Nancy, hang in there.
It's okay, don't worry. Nancy. Investigate the whole thing.
Yes.
She has a fever.
Take her to the hospital.
Mr. Stanley, after Mr. Sharp, adopted Ms. Nancy. Mrs. Sharp starved her, made her work, and hit her at will. Mrs. Sharp accused Ms. Nancy of causing her lose baby. David hit Ms. Nancy, then made her kneel in the rain.
I can't believe they're so ruthless.
Don't worry, I'll make them pay for it.
Mr. Sharp, bad news. That child is gone.
She's just a useless orphan. Why is this bad news?
She's just a beggar. Good riddance. What did you say? My factory has been shut down?
Honey, what's wrong?
That's our biggest factory. I need to find out what's going on.
Honey, Mr. Stanley closed your factory? Are you sure?
I begged many people to get this information, but I have never offended him. I hope I can beg for his mercy. Let's go.
Stop. Do you have an appointment?
Hello, I'm David Sharp. I'm here to see Mr. Stanley.
We receive bunch of business cards from people like you all the time. What makes you think you can see him? Get lost.
Sir, help us out. It's really urgent.
Not a chance. Mr. Stanley just found his daughter. He's not seeing anyone now. Please go.
Alas.
Am I dreaming?
Nancy, you're awake. You're not dreaming. We finally found you.
Nancy, I'll never let anyone hurt you again.
Nancy, does it still hurt?
Mommy, don't cry. It doesn't hurt. I'm used to it.
Don't worry, Nancy. I've sent people to avenge you. They'll pay for this.
Daddy, don't blame them. They were nice to me before. They just cared too much about the baby. So they treated me this way.
Nancy, they abused you and nearly killed you, and you're still defending them?
Without them, I would have never returned and never seen you again. Please don't blame them.
You're such a grateful child. I promise you. We won't make it difficult for them.
Sweetie, just rest for now. We'll arrange your discharge, okay? Nancy may be forgiven, but I can't. I will make them pay for this.
I think Nancy has a point. After all, they did save her life. Let's just consider the debt settled. We shouldn't upset Nancy.
Fine. For Nancy's sake, I'll punish them just a little. But if it happens again, I won't let them off.
We should be with Nancy for now, so she can forget all those terrible things.
Okay, the Larson family invited me to a banquet. Let's take Nancy there to relax.
Let's go. Sweetheart, you're so beautiful. I'll take you to more events to show people how pretty you are.
Mommy, why are we here instead of the banquet hall?
Your dad is discussing business. Once he's done, we'll go together.
But I'm really hungry.
I will get you some cake. For now, have some juice first.
Ah, Mommy bought me the new dress. I have to clean it. Wow! I'll grab some for Daddy and Mommy.
Mr. Smith, you're Mr. Larson's friend, and Mr. Larson is Mr. Stanley's friend. Could you take me to Mr. Stanley? The situation at my factory is urgent.
Mr. Larson went to meet Mr. Stanley. I'll let you meet Mr. Stanley later. It's no big deal.
Honey, we won't be in trouble.
Yeah.
Brat, don't make my clothes dirty. I'll meet Mr. Larson and Mr. Stanley.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it.
I can't believe you're still alive.
Do you know her?
Yes. She has been pestering us. She made me lose my baby. What a jinx.
Yes, Mr. Smith. She brings bad luck. She's caused us a lot of trouble.
What? You jinx!
Stop crying. How could you offend Mr. Smith? Apologize to him now.
I already said sorry just now.
Just saying sorry isn't enough. You need to cool Mr. Smith down.
Kneel down and clean my clothes and shoes, or else you'll regret it.
You're all bad people. My mom and dad will punish you.
You troublemaker threatening people now.
I'm about to help Mr. Larson welcome Mr. Stanley. You offended me. Just like offending Nervacity's 2 leaders, your parents will be punished as well.
Mr. Smith, she's lying. She's an orphan. She doesn't have parents.
I'm not an orphan. My parents are more powerful than you.
If you had parents, would you be living off me? You're getting better at lying.
Mom and Dad, they're bullying me.
She's just a kid. Just teach her and let her go.
Yeah, today's banquet is packed with big shots. What's the point of causing a scene?
David, since you know her, handle it quickly. Don't damage my reputation.
Okay, I'll take her away right now.
I'm not leaving.
Aren't you done yet? Get out of here immediately.
Stop. Who gave you the nerve to bully her? Nancy, are you all right?
I accidentally bumped into this gentleman. I apologize, but they still picked on me.
Don't worry, Nancy. I'm here. No one will bully you.
So you are the mother of this brat? Wearing knockoffs and acting like a big shot?
Judging people by looks here? Aren't you afraid of offending the VIPs?
VIPs? You or this child? Not to mention you're a stranger. This child's freeloaded at my house before. How's she an important guest?
So you are the ones who hurt Nancy. I was thinking of letting you go, since you adopted Nancy. Guess you can't hide your true nature, right?
What are you trying to say? We have nothing to do with her since she ran off. Stop accusing us.
You messed with my daughter. Don't blame me. I'll make sure you all pay.
I'm the Larson family's guest, and also a client of the CEO of Stanley Group. Daring to threaten me, who do you think you are?
Exactly. How did this clueless person even get inside?
Look at her. She must have hooked up with a guy to get in. How dare you hit me?
I remember now. Isn't she Yvette, the CEO of Yarnell Group?
Yvette, who's worth billions and married to the CEO of Stanley Group?
She's Mrs. Stanley? David, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I didn't know either.
Aren't you mistaken? If she's Mrs. Stanley, why would she attend the banquet alone?
Right, Mr. Stanley is in talks with Mr. Larson. His wife's supposed to wait and come with him.
Yeah, Mr. Stanley's sending his daughter to the retreat. Normally, if it's Mrs. Stanley, she couldn't bring her daughter here.
I think they're using information gap to fake Mr. Stanley's family to trick us.
We just didn't want Nancy disturbed, so we made up this excuse.
My husband and I visited Mr. Stanley a few days ago. Stanley Group employees said they won't appear in public these days.
Mr. Smith, she's just a fraud. I didn't hear Mr. Stanley's bringing his family.
Bitch daring to impersonate Mrs. Stanley. You've got some nerve.
What a bunch of parroting fools.
How dare you speak out of turn? Guards, throw this scheming mother and daughter out.
Who dares to mess with my wife and child?
Mr. Stanley and Mr. Larson are here.
Hello, Mr. Stanley. My name is Frank Smith. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Frank, letting them bully Mr. Stanley's family? Are you insane?
I'm sorry, Mr. Larson. I didn't know they were his family.
Shut up! What a bunch of idiots! You've ruined my whole party.
I'm sorry for being late and making you go through this.
I'm all right, but it really upsets me that they bullied Nancy.
Who is bullying my daughter? Get out.
Mr. Stanley, please spare us. We weren't aware of this.
Yeah, it was all a misunderstanding. We knew we were wrong.
Since adopting Nancy, you've treated her terribly. Just now, it's even worse. And now you say it's a misunderstanding?
So you're the heartless couple. Come on, grab them and slap them. Anyone else, come out now.
Mr. Stanley, David, and his wife are to blame. I don't even know them. Don't believe them.
You trust these strangers and their nonsense? What were you thinking?
They mentioned factory matters, so I trusted them.
What?
Well,
I was going to let you off for Nancy's sake, but you're not even sorry.
No, Mrs. Stanley. I had no idea Nancy was your daughter. Otherwise, we wouldn't have dared to offend her.
You heartless couple. You're just trying to cover up your mistake. I won't let you get away with this.
It's all a misunderstanding. Right. If we were going to mistreat her, why would we have adopted her at all?
We brought her home as soon as we found Nancy hanging by a thread. We really did help her.
You never really treated Nancy well, and now you're claiming you helped her?
You've got it wrong, Mrs. Stanley. I treated Nancy as my own, even while pregnant. I never blamed her, even after I lost my baby, because of her.
Stop denying, Akinter. Nancy was beaten by you and left in the rain when we found her. She was running a high fever and on the line. Is this how you treat her, like family?
Mr. Stanley, you've wronged us. Nancy insisted on kneeling to apologize. We couldn't stop her.
I found out the truth. And you're still lying.
This is the footage from our home.
Oh my. They made Nancy wear shabby clothes and do hard labor.
No way. This video is so blurry, it's definitely a fake. Exactly. How could this be Nancy?
Your household manager gave it to me. It can't be fake.
Household manager?
I am the Sharp family's household manager. I testify they framed Nancy.
You such a traitor.
I've had enough of you two. You haven't had any children for years. You took Nancy in, believing she'd bring good luck, but after you got pregnant, you mistreated her and blamed her for losing your baby. Have you no heart?
That's nonsense. You're just after the Stanley Group's fortune and trying to frame us for power.
You didn't know Nancy's true identity. How would I be aware of it, let alone seeking favor from the Stanley family? Can I predict the future?
I was
At this point, you still won't admit it? Pretending nothing happened and trying to take the factory back? In your dreams.
I won't back down on closing the factory, and I won't let you off the hook either. I'll bankrupt the entire Sharp family. No business spared.
Mr. Stanley, please, have mercy. We're just running small businesses with barely any savings. We could end up starving.
You're getting off easy compared to what you did to Nancy.
Who are you to deal with us as you wish? If not for her, would my son be gone? We didn't blame you, yet you're playing the victim.
Looks like I was too gentle on you. You still don't see your mistakes, Ayurisa. Then blacklist the Sharp family in the city. So you'll never make a comeback.
You fool. You failed to protect the child yourself. And you dare point fingers at Nancy?
Honey, you...
Mr. Stanley, Mrs. Stanley, Nancy, we're so blind. We were wrong. Please, we beg for your mercy. Apologize to Nancy now.
Nancy? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mistreated you.
Zachary, get them out. I don't want Nancy to be upset anymore.
Guys, take them away. Keep a close eye on them. Make sure they never return to the Sharp family. They'll have nowhere to go.
Mr. Stanley, please spare us. We know we were wrong.
Mr. Stanley, please give us another chance. Nancy, have you forgotten how kind I was to you?
Get out.
With all their secrets exposed, they think Nancy will forgive them? Shameless.
Mr. Stanley, I'm innocent. I was deceived by them, used as a pawn.
Your lack of morals made you an easy target.
Anyone who has ever bullied my daughter won't get off easily. Frank, right? Cross the Stanley family, and you'll never know peace.
Oh, being targeted by the Stanley Group is as bad as being the broke, homeless Sharps.
No, Mr. Stanley, please give me another chance. I'll be loyal and won't do it again.
Zachary, Frank works under me. Could you?
I've already done you a favor. Otherwise, I'd have made him suffer more than this.
No. My future is completely ruined.
Thank you for being a witness today. The Sharps are ruthless. They won't let you off, but we will arrange a job for you.
I didn't help Nancy earlier, so I don't deserve your thanks. Seeing your family reunited brings me relief. I don't expect any reward.
Bob, please accept it. I would be so happy.
Since Nancy said so, I will. Accept it.
Nancy, good girl. You're incredibly kind. Are you worn out? Shall we head home?
Okay.
Let's go.
Nancy, it's been a long time at the banquet. Are you feeling all right?
Mom, don't worry. I'm okay.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry. I apologize for being late and putting you both through this. From now on, I'll stay by your side to protect you, okay?
As if I'm the one who's weak. You're always hanging around us. Who's going to earn the money?
As the CEO of Stanley Group, wouldn't it be ridiculous if I had to sit in the office all day to make money?
Mom and Dad, don't worry about me being alone. A little sibling would keep me company.
Smart kid, but this matter isn't up to me. It depends on your mom.
Mom, why don't you agree with me?
Sweetie, your dad has a lot of things to deal with. Let's talk about your sibling later, okay?
That won't be long. Once I wrap up the Stone family's project. Honey, don't forget your promise.
What are you talking about?
I'm hurt.
Liar!
Come help Mom give Dad a little tap.
Miss, do you have an appointment?
As Selena Stone, do I really need an appointment?
I'm sorry, so you're Miss Stone?
Mr. Stanley is waiting for you in the office.
Please go upstairs.
Isn't this Selena from the Bloom Group? Wasn't she studying abroad? Why she returned?
Mr. Stanley and she are childhood friends. She's always admired him. I bet she hurried back when she heard. Mr. Stanley was getting married.
Who's getting married? Spill it.
It's Mr. Stanley.
Zachary got married? How is that possible?
It's true. They already have a child.
I'd like to see what kind of person got Zachary to settle down.
Mrs. Stanley is young, beautiful, kind, and gave Mr. Stanley a gorgeous child. Who is she to compete with Mrs. Stanley? Ignorant.
Zachary, I heard you got married and had a kid. Is that true?
Did living abroad make you forget how to knock?
I knocked. Can you talk now?
That's right. I'm married and have a child.
What? Didn't you promise to wait for me? How could you marry someone else?
Our families go way back. I just treated you like a sister. Don't say that again, or my wife might misunderstand.
Don't be mad. I came straight from the airport to see you. This news really took me by surprise. Why didn't you tell me earlier?
It's still not too late to know now. All right, let's talk about the project.
Well, I'm wiped out after that flight. You call me a sister, yet you treat me like this?
What do you want then?
I think I should visit your wife and child first. We've been friends for generations. We should catch up more often.
How about having dinner at my place tonight?
Okay, I'll go prepare and see you tonight. Bitch, let's see what you've done to change Zachary's attitude toward me.
Nancy, your dad is bringing a friend over for dinner. Make sure to greet them politely.
I know. I should call women Mesin and men Mary.
You're clever, Nancy.
Yvette, let me introduce her to you. This is Selena, the daughter of Mr. Stone. Selena, this is my wife, and this is my daughter, Nancy.
Hello, Mrs. Stone.
Hi. Zachary said that you're talented in beauty care. Can I ask for some advice?
I'm flattered.
Let's go grab a bite to eat. Time for dinner.
Zachary, you know me the best. You still remember my taste after long separation.
Nancy, have some food.
My mom had the maids prepare these. She made your favorites, seeing you as her daughter.
Yeah, we grew up together, and I often stayed here. It's only natural that your mom remembers it.
Nancy, come have some eggs.
Yvette, don't take it the wrong way. Zachary and I are childhood friends, but it's not what you think. It's just that his mom sees me as her daughter.
As his wife, I should take care of Zachary's sister. Why would I mind? Nancy, eat up. Here, eat this piece of meat.
Mom, please, no more food. I'm totally stuffed.
My mom went on vacation. She'll be back tomorrow. She invited you over tomorrow to catch up.
Sure, it's been years since I last saw her. I'm also eager to chat with her. Oh, now that she'll be home tomorrow, well, why don't I just stay over tonight? Yeah, that will save me a trip.
All right. After the meal, I'll have the servant prepare a guest room for you. She will be thrilled to see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
What? Let go. I need to change Selena's bed sheets.
You can just leave it to the servant? Why do it yourself?
She's the heiress of the Bloom Group and your childhood friend. Your mom is also quite fond of her. I feel like I should do it myself, right?
Why do I sense some jealousy?
I'm not jealous.
The guest room is on the left.
Oops, I forgot to have the servant tell you. I used to stay here often, so my stuff's already in this room. Sorry for the trouble.
You're our guest. The servants might not get it right, so I'd rather do it myself.
Zachary and I are already in the past. You don't need to be so hostile. If you're afraid I'll take Zachary from you, I'll just leave.
Ms. Stone, aren't you overthinking it? Why would I care about made-up nonsense? Go to bed early. Ah, here are the bed sheets. Feel free to change them if needed.
Yvette, you're so scheming. But still, you can't compete with me for Zachary.
Honey, it's getting late. Let's go to bed.
I'll be with Nancy tonight. You'll sleep alone?
Hey, honey, I'm innocent. You can't vent your anger at me.
Aren't you thinking about your childhood friend? You brought her here to show off, and now it's my fault?
You let her stay in the house tonight. I wish she would just leave. Yeah?
Since you don't want me to leave, go sleep in the living room tonight.
Oh, honey. Honey, please don't be upset. Honey, don't be mad, honey.
Yvette, you're not as carefree as you act. Guess I'll have to stir things up a bit.
There are what you've done? Wanted to be fired?
Mr. Stanley, please don't be angry. These are all...
Ever since he found his daughter, I've never seen Mr. Stanley this angry.
What's going on? Is it possible there's a marriage issue? Could he be heading for a divorce?
What are you mumbling? Mumble again and you're out.
It's terrifying. Even the devil would back off.
Yeah, exactly.
Ms. Stone, Mr. Stanley's livid. You'd better stay out of it.
Yeah, it's safer to keep your distance.
I need to go in. I know why he's upset.
Mr. Stanley changed as soon as Ms. Stone returned. Can Mrs. Stanley not compete with her?
Mr. Stanley hasn't kicked her out yet. I think it's pretty likely.
I told you to leave me alone. Just go.
Zachary, my dad sent me to talk about the project.
I've reviewed the project proposal. We can proceed with it.
Zachary, I'm sorry if I upset your wife last night. How about I sort things out with her today, so she won't stay mad?
No need. My wife and I are good. Mind your own business. Leave.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Mr. Stanley let her get close and took her hand.
Is there really going to be a new Mrs. Stanley? Shh, here she comes.
Zachary feels like having some coffee. Could you take me to the break room?
Ms. Stone, this way, please. Follow me. Ms. Stone, did Mr. Stanley argue with his wife?
If I knew it'd get this messy, I wouldn't have come back.
Should we be calling you Mrs. Stanley now?
Don't say that. Zachary would get upset.
Anyone would be angry seeing you use such low tactics to ruin a marriage.
Hello, Mrs. Stanley.
Ms. Yarnell, watch your language. Don't slander me.
You know I'm telling the truth. You're not even worth my time.
Hello, Mr. Stanley.
Yvette, if you're ever upset with me, just tell me. Why spill coffee on me and talk trash?
What's your problem? Who spilled coffee on you?
Zachary, I have no idea how I upset her. Your wife keeps targeting me. Can you help me find out?
So this is why you're creating drama. Turns out the audience has arrived.
Are you done?
Come on, Zachary. Actually, I don't blame.
I was talking about you. Are you done?
Zachary, you...
Honey, what can I do to stop making you angry?
Zachary, she bullied me. Why are you speaking up for her?
Well, if this doesn't get fixed, the living room's your bed for tonight.
Selena, I put up with you because of your father, but my wife doesn't have to. Apologize to her now.
But she bullied me first. Why should I apologize? Zachary, what's she done to trick you?
You're still denying it? I'll get the surveillance footage and loop it. Let everyone see who's at fault.
Zachary, I'm just standing up for you. Given your background, you deserve someone of my status. What can she do for you?
I'm not the type to rely on women. Moreover, Yvette doesn't need me for anything.
This project needs both our families to get done. It might be tough for you alone. You're not seeing things clearly. That's why you treat her like a treasure.
You have no right to judge Yvette. If your father didn't ask me, I wouldn't have gone for this. Seems we don't need to collaborate.
What? What do you mean?
My secretary will send the documents back. Stanley and Bloom are no longer working together.
Hasn't she fooled you? Offending my family for her? You'll regret this.
You think the Yarnell family is nothing? The Stone family isn't worth Zachary's attention.
Zachary, I'll make sure you see her true nature.
Honey, how did I do this time? Are you still upset with me?
This time, I'll just let it go, but if anyone like Selena shows up again, I won't let it slide.
Honey, I promise, I won't get involved with any other women. No more flirting. Let's go.
Zachary, you let me down for a woman like her. I'll make sure you regret it. Secretary, contact the client for this project? I heard she just got divorced and hates men who betray women. I'll help her dodge bad collaborators.
Dad, I'm already out of school. Why haven't you finished work yet?
Be good, Nancy. I'll be done with my work soon.
Isn't this our project with Bloom Group? The project went wrong once we cut ties with them. Could Selena's revenge be more dramatic?
It's not bad to deal with tough clients, otherwise life would be too boring.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble. If you need anything from me, just let me know.
Don't worry, it's no big deal for me. Hello? Got it. The secretary said the client's downstairs for lunch. You take Nancy home first?
No. Let the secretary take Nancy home. I'll come with you. I heard the client is a female. Maybe I can help if I'm there.
I don't want to go home. Take me with you. I promise not to cause any trouble.
All right, then let's go together. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Ms. Cook, I appreciate your time.
Women should stick together, right? I should be thanking you. You helped me see Zachary's true color, so I can keep distance from working with that jerk.
If it weren't for that woman, he'd never have betrayed me.
It's all because of those lousy men? She's just another victim in all of this. I think you should talk to Ms. Yarnell and help her out of that mess, too.
Forget it. She's probably enjoying it.
What woman would truly enjoy that? Only those kept in the dark by men. Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom.
Sure, go ahead. If it weren't for Screw the Project Up, I wouldn't have to endure her rant.
Mom, I want to go to the bathroom.
All right, I'll take you there.
Mom, why don't you and Dad go meet the client? I'm okay by myself.
No way. I won't let you be alone again.
Why are you here? Don't tell me you're here to see Ms. Cook.
Selena, you can compete openly and fairly. Isn't this kind of backdoor tactic against your father's principles?
Zachary, what are you saying? I've been managing this project all along. Ms. Cook and I hit it off at first sight. She knew the deal was canceled, yet still asked me out for a meal. You can't blame me for that.
Miss Cook has principles. Why would she invite you for a meal? I bet you tried to badmouth us to her.
You're the bad luck here. No wonder Zachary's business is suffering.
I knew I could do it. Mom and Dad won't doubt me anymore. Miss, are you feeling unwell?
My stomach's acting up again. Could you grab the medicine for me?
This one?
Thanks.
Miss, I'll get you some hot water. I'll be right back. Miss, you can take the medicine now.
Thank you, sweetie.
Miss, let me take you outside.
Your parents raised you well.
Of course, they always said to help others gladly.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Ms. Cook has decided to cancel the cooperation. Don't waste your time.
The cooperation isn't up to you. We need to talk to Ms. Cook.
I suggest you should be looking for your child, not negotiating with Ms. Cook.
Nancy, where is she?
Calm down. She probably went to the bathroom.
Dad, Mom, come help me. I can't hold on much longer.
Come on, sit down and rest.
Thank you. May I know your name?
Hello, I'm Zachary Stanley, the CEO of Stanley Group. This is my wife. This is my daughter.
You're Zachary. I don't deal with men who betray love. Please leave.
Please go, or I might suspect you're expecting a favor in return.
Mom won't do that.
Despite Mr. Stanley's imperfections, your child is well-behaved and thoughtful.
Ms. Cook, you must have misunderstood. I've never played with anyone's feelings, and I'm no heartbreaker.
Looks like someone fooled you to cause trouble for their benefit.
Haven't you ever been disloyal? Didn't you break up with Ms. Stone and marry someone else while she was abroad?
Miss, my dad would never do that. He loves my mom and only ever married her.
Selena, I can't believe you'd slander me out of revenge. I've been forgiving for the sake of our family's friendship. But you keep causing problems.
Ms. Stone, so you're deceiving me from the start. What are you up to?
She's just using Ms. Cook to hurt my family.
What did I say wrong? Didn't you steal Zachary?
We never even started. So how could there be a breakup? But you're constantly targeting Yvette. And now you're even smearing me. Looks like I was too lenient with you, huh?
Mrs. Stone, you're slandering others just for your own gain. I don't want to see you again or work with Bloom Group anymore. Please leave.
I'll keep an eye on Bloom Group. She won't get any projects in the next 3 years.
No, Miss Cook. I was a fool to deceive you. Please forgive me. I'm already heartbroken.
But you can't just lie to me. Just leave.
It's always trouble when I see you. I won't let you get away with this.
I'm sorry. I got too emotional. That's why I was so blinded.
Ms. Cook, it's not your fault. You weren't aware. How about discussing the project with Zachary?
Sure. This way, please.
Please.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Now I can celebrate my birthday with Mom and Dad?
No problem. I'll make you an extra large, delicious cake, okay?
Let's go home.
Mom, you promised to celebrate my birthday. Why did Dad go back to work?
He's working hard to make sure you have the best birthday. Don't worry. Dad will be back soon, okay?
Okay, Mom. I want a fruit cake.
Fruitcake? Sure, I'll make it for you.
What are you doing here? Yvette, I was wrong before, and I'm sorry. When I got back, my dad scolded me and asked me to apologize to you.
No need. The best way to apologize is to stay away.
Zachary's mom told me that today is Nancy's birthday. I've helped organize parties abroad. How about I handle Nancy's birthday?
Don't bother, Ms. Stone. Nancy doesn't want a big party. Just a simple family meal will do.
Then let me buy a birthday cake for Nancy.
I don't want the cake you buy. I want the one Mom makes.
Yeah, you don't need to do that either. Well, if there's nothing else, please leave. Could you please buy some fruit? Don't buy any mangoes. Nancy is allergic to them.
Yes, Mrs. Stanley?
Yvette, I'm here to sincerely apologize. I promise I won't do that again. Just let me stay and help you, please. This is also what Zachary's mom wants. Yvette, you're not going to listen to her?
Mom, can I put on my princess dress now?
All right, Ms. Stone. Zachary's mom is getting older. We don't want to worry her with these things. Since you've apologized, I hope you'll keep your word. Let's go.
What's with that attitude? You just gave Zachary a child. I'd like to see if he'll back you up when you can't even take care of this kid. What should we do with these fruits?
Mrs. Stanley said to puree them and use it as filling for the cake.
Leave it to me.
Well?
Why the defense? This is the Stanleys, not the Yarnells. Keep acting like this, and I'll have Zachary's mom kick you out.
Ms. Stone, please don't be upset. I'll leave this to you.
Yvette, you brought this on yourself by trusting these idiots.
Dad, Mom, I'm about to make a wish.
Keep your wish to yourself, otherwise it won't come true.
Happy birthday, Nancy.
Happy birthday.
The little princess has cake for everyone. Come on.
All right, little Princess Nancy.
I'll help you cut it, okay?
Yvette, you're amazing. This cake looks even better than store-bought.
Let me feed you. Does it taste good?
Let's see if you're still so cocky later.
Be good.
Mom, my throat hurts.
What happened?
Are you choking? Let me see. What's going on?
Oh no, Nancy is having an allergic reaction.
No way. I told the maid not to buy mangoes. I didn't see any mangoes while making the cake.
Stop talking and get her to the hospital.
Be careful.
Well, you weren't there the whole time. Maybe the maid mistakenly added them.
Be careful.
Yvette, even if Zachary doesn't blame you this time, I'll make it clear I'm no pushover. Zachary, I'm worried too. Let me come with you.
It's all my fault. I should have kept an eye on that cake. How did mangoes get mixed in?
Don't worry. The doctor said Nancy didn't eat much. She'll be fine after her stomach is...
So pitiful for her to go through this. If Yvette had agreed to let me watch over the party, this might have been avoided.
If you're just here to mock, you can leave then.
Zachary, I'm innocent this time. I think it was the servants. They followed Yvette's lead and got lazy.
I'm sorry, Nancy. I didn't take good care of you.
I'll find out who did this. Whoever hurt Nancy won't get off easy.
No way. I need to handle that maid before Zachary probes. Zachary, it's getting late, so I'll head back now. Don't push your luck. If you dare show up again, you'll regret it.
Miss Stone, you're kicking me out this late. Where can I go?
Go wherever you like. Come near the Stanley family again, and I'll make sure it's your last.
Miss Stone, I won't tell anyone you made Nancy allergic. Please, don't do this to me.
I made her allergic? You bought the fruits. I only helped you mash them into puree. Stop denying.
Then why do you want to kick me out? Mr. and Mrs. Stanley will surely believe me.
I'm just trying to help you out. Nancy's hospitalized for coughing up blood. Zachary is furious right now. Will he trust you? A servant? Or me?
All right, I'll leave. I need to return the house keys.
Hurry up. Now the witness is gone. Yvette, you'll be the one to take the fall for this.
Mrs. Stanley, the maid packed up and left after this. We haven't found her.
Why did she suddenly leave? Is it possible she did that?
Mom, that girl is nice. She wouldn't hurt me.
Nancy, take a good rest. Just leave it to me, okay?
Thanks, Mom.
Haven't you found the maid yet?
No, Mrs. Stanley. Someone's covering her tracks.
Did I guess wrong? Selena is innocent.
Mrs. Stanley, there might be evidence at your house, but I'll go look for it now.
Thank you. The maid holds the keys. If she were still here, you'd have searched by now. No need to search here anymore.
Mrs. Stanley, have you figured out who did it?
This receipt was from when the maid went shopping. Not a single mango is listed on it. That is to say, the mango Nancy ate was brought in by someone else.
The maid has been here for years. Why would she risk her job?
Because it wasn't her doing at all. Selena, you didn't even spare a child. In that case, don't blame me.
The turnover is not good lately. We're the biggest beauty salon in Nerva City. Why are sales so poor?
Mr. Stone, you might not know. The new salon next door offers promos with quality at low prices, so clients are no longer coming to us.
They're next door offering promos. Isn't that against industry rules? I want to see who dares to steal my business.
All right, take care. That way, please.
Yvette, you run this new beauty salon?
Yeah, Ms. Stone. What brings you here? Why not stay at your shop?
Don't you feel ashamed? You've dropped prices and are doing promos daily, almost stealing all my customers.
We're all business people. Customers can go wherever they want. How is that stealing?
Out of all the prime spots in Nervacity, you chose to open right next to me. Isn't that intentional?
Since you know it's on purpose, I'll get straight to the point. Yes, I took your recent clients and suppliers with my team, but you deserve it.
Who deserves that? What do you mean by that?
Still playing dumb? I know you were behind Nancy's allergy and the maid's departure.
Do you have any proof? How can you prove it was me?
The shopping receipt, the shopping mall surveillance, and the ring you sent for cleaning, stained with mango juice.
You're talking nonsense. How could there be mango juice on my ring? I just sent it for regular cleaning. Yvette, stop trying to set me up. Besides, hasn't that brat already recovered? Are you still trying to settle scores?
I just opened a beauty salon next to yours. Why overthink it? You even admitted to what you did. You're really weak-willed.
What should I be afraid of? It's just business. Besides, I'm the leader in the beauty industry. You're no match for me.
Really? I offer lower prices and higher quality. All the high society in Nervacity knows about my store. Just wait. Your store's closing soon.
You're doing promos. Without considering the costs, you'll crash before I do.
It's none of your business. With Zachary's support, I'll outlast you easily.
You?
You dared to hurt my daughter. You should have known I'd get back at you. I'm not just after your salon. I'll ruin your reputation too. Someone. Throw her out.
Yvette, the Stanley family backing doesn't make you my boss. In your dreams. I won't let you have it.
Go away.
Miss Stone. She is just a clown. Please don't be angry.
But I can't just sit back while she boasts. I need to show her who leads the beauty industry. Compete with me? I'll make her lose everything.
She's just a rookie. It's not hard to take her down. A bit of tampering with the products will handle her.
Exactly. Go get the expired products from the warehouse. Isn't she relying on promotions? I'll make her give them all away.
Yes, Miss Stone.
Smash it!
Stop! What are you doing? Why are you causing a scene here? Mrs. Grant?
After using your products, my face itched horribly here and was a mess by the next day. So why do you think I'm making a fuss?
Hey, Mr. Stanley, your wife's in trouble. Come quick.
Mrs. Grant, this must be a misunderstanding. Please, calm down. Can we talk?
Mrs. Grant, she's very crafty. Lots have been fooled by her. Don't fall for it.
Selena, why are you here again?
You, as a salon owner, are deceiving customers. If I don't step in, people will think our industry is full of frauds like you.
You're just talking big. Maybe you're the one framing me and coming over to watch me get blamed.
Pa! Don't pass the blame on to her. I bought the product from your store. What's it got to do with Ms. Stone? Can she even manage your products?
Exactly. You tried to drag me down with your issues. That's truly low. Mrs. Grant, no need to go easy on her. She needs a proper lesson.
Stop. Mrs. Grant, you know who I am. Why would I risk my reputation for such a trivial benefit?
I don't care why you did it. My face is a mess because of your toxic products. You'll be held responsible.
Mrs. Grant, don't worry. I'll handle your facial care and recovery until you're completely healed. Is that okay? Can you tell them to stop?
Mrs. Grant, don't let her deceive you. What if she denies it later, with Stanley Group backing her?
She's a well-known figure after all. She wouldn't go back on her word.
You don't get it. I've paid the price. Because of her, she acted virtuous and married into the Stanley family, but she's actually a malicious woman.
Is that really true?
Mrs. Grant, she and I don't get along. How can you trust someone who hates me?
I run my own store. It instantly became the top beauty salon in Nervacity. You sold counterfeit products just to undermine me. Mrs. Grant's face is ruined, and you still deny it?
Thanks to you, I can't face anyone, not even my husband. Today, you must kneel and apologize. Otherwise, I'll burn your store to the ground.
Hey, stop breaking things, Mrs. Grant.
Why are you standing there? Grab her.
Who dares to touch my wife?
Zachary, she caused a huge mess in spite of your reputation. Don't protect her anymore.
You don't get a say here.
As the victim, I get a say in this, don't I? Mr. Stanley, you're the richest person in Nervacity, but you still need to reason with people, right? My face is ruined because of your wife.
Mrs. Grant, please calm down. If it's our fault, we'll own up to it. I wonder if you brought that product here.
Of course. Take a good look. Is this from your store?
The trademark is indeed ours, but what's inside is definitely not from us.
You're just making things up.
Selena, could you explain this? Why are Yvette's products in your warehouse?
No way, that's impossible. The clerk told me. All the expired products are already here. How could this happen?
So you did all this and shifted the blame to Mrs. Stanley? I'll shut your mouth for good.
No. Mrs. Grant, let me explain.
Hold her down.
No. Mrs. Grant, let me explain. Zachary, please help me.
After targeting Yvette so much you want me to help, all I'm doing now is to tear down your store. Guys, tear down her store.
No, you can't do this to me.
Hold her down.
Mrs. Grant, please hear me out.
We're not done yet. Where do you think you're going?
Let's go.
Zachary, you're heartless. You abandoned me for her. I won't let you off easily.
Put this over there, right? Be careful. Don't damage these plant specimens. The investor is very discerning. We can't let him down.
Got it.
Hello, Nancy. I have an investment meeting today. How about you have dinner with Dad first? Be good. Let's hurry up a little. Don't be late.
Yvette, you wrecked my shop and took over my space for an exhibition. I won't let you get your way. Get some animal fur and place it at Yvette's exhibition. Aren't you trying to please the investor from the Animal Protection Association? I'll have a big treat for you.
I've heard you're skilled in botanical specimens. These are all from my family's collection. I've brought them for your appreciation.
I didn't expect young people like you to be into plant specimens. What a surprise.
I'm flattered. I've acquired them from auctions over the years. If you like any of them, feel free to let me know. Consider it a gift from me.
Ms. Yarnell, you're too kind.
I wouldn't dare to show off in front of you. I only focus on the essence of plants and trees to create beauty products.
What is this?
What's going on?
I thought you cared about nature and public welfare, not just profit like others. I didn't expect you to be just as fake and selfish as hypocrites. Forget about the investment.
There must be a misunderstanding. Please wait. What's going on here?
Mom, you're finally back. Did the talks go smoothly?
I messed it up.
Mom, don't be upset. Dad will surely fix it.
What's wrong?
I tried all sorts of things to impress the client. Somehow, animal fur ended up in the exhibits. It was such an unprofessional mistake. The client was so upset that he refused to invest. This matter is a lost cause.
Don't worry, I'll meet with the investor and put across me.
Really? That's fantastic. I really want to keep this salon running, not just use it for revenge. Thank you, my dear.
Mom, don't worry. Dad and I will help you.
It's not that I'm nervous. Your dad sent someone to trash the shop, and the cameras are broken. We can't even start an investigation.
So, does meeting with the investor now make up for what I did?
You're here to meet the investor, right? Don't waste your time, because he will work with me.
Is it you again? You just can't leave us alone.
You destroyed my shop. Don't I deserve payback?
You were the one who started this, and now you're spinning the story?
Ms. Stone, I was playing with a dog for so long. I bet you can still smell it on me.
You little brat, if you get me sick, you'll be in big trouble.
Selena, don't you know that the investor loves animals? Don't you think you're being hypocritical?
But so what? 2 pieces of animal fur are all it takes to make him think less of you. Once the contract is signed tonight, he won't have a chance to back out.
Really? I think Ms. Stone will be disappointed.
You? What brings you here?
So, you're the real hypocrite here. I won't sign the contract with you. Just leave.
You little brat, messing up my plans again. I'll teach you a lesson.
Try hurting my daughter. You're asking for it.
Get lost.
Zachary, it won't end well for you.
Sorry, Ms. Yarnell. I didn't get it right.
It's okay. It's all her fault. Please take a seat. Let's discuss our collaboration.
Okay.